What's up, y'all? How are y'all doing today? So, I thought it would be a great idea to talk about this article that I was reading about the possibility of credit card cashback and points being taken away. Oh my goodness. So, I thought this would be a good topic. But what we're also going to talk about is what are some of the other perks to credit cards if cashback and points were to go away? What are some of those unused perks that we get and we don't really use? So that's what I wanted to talk about. But I just wanted to see how are y'all doing today? It was really nice here in Nashville, Tennessee today. Y'all, it was like spring up in here. It was like maybe like 67 degrees, possibly. I don't know that yeah, maybe like 65, 66 degrees. And so I went walking this morning, and on my lunch break, I went walking. So that was really good. Got to get my steps in. I actually got 10,000 steps today. So that was good because it's been probably 6 weeks or so since I got 10,000 steps. So to be able to get out and walk is really good. Yes. So let me know in the comments if they took away credit card, cashback, or points, would you stop using credit cards? Let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts on this? But I'm also going to share my screen so that we can take a look at the article that I found. But let me know in the comments. What do you think? Alrighty. So right here, the question is Congress trying to take away our credit card reward points? So I am definitely hoping that this is not going to be the case, but we're going to talk about what they are discussing. So in this article, basically what it's talking about is the Credit Card Competition Act of 2022. And so really what happened is you had some senators that joined together to submit a credit card competition act to Congress. And the bill basically is talking about, so right here is talking about increasing competition among credit card processing companies. That way, this would lower the processing fees that merchants have to pay. So right now, merchants pay about 2 to 3% for every transaction that we make. So in 2021, that was about $137 billion nationwide that they had to pay in credit card processing fees. And so what happens is, if they're paying anywhere between 2 and 3%, then obviously, if they gave us about, 1.5 cents of each, dollar that they make, that would be worth it, I guess. But if they decrease those to where credit card companies would not be paying as much in the credit card processing, then possibly they would go away with the credit card rewards. But what they're saying is possibly who would win if this happens on the front end, possibly would they decrease, let's say for the different prices of items, would they lower prices? So I don't know. But as it relates to credit card reward points, could this be a possibility if this bill passes that they would take away some of the credit card reward points? So I definitely hope that that is not going to happen. And if they've been talking about this for a while, but I don't know that it would happen. So let me know in the comments. Do you think that this would happen? And so I did a poll on my community tab as well. And wow, not that many people have taken the poll as of right now. 61% of people said that they would not use credit cards if it was no points, cashback, or rewards. So I'm kind of really surprised about that. 61% of people said that they would stop using credit cards, and 39% of people said that they would continue to use credit cards. So that's really surprising. So I think that's why this video is going to be really good to talk about some of the different perks that are on credit cards that we don't even think about, that really could, if you had to put a price on it, it would still be a good amount. Now, I will say for myself, y'all know I love my credit card reward points, because I would say for 2022, I cannot remember, but I think I made over $2,500 in credit card reward points. And I would say in 2021, I think I had earned maybe like 1,200, if I'm not making a mistake, in credit card reward points. So every year it seems like I do better and better with the amount of credit card reward points that I get. So right now for 2022, I am going to be considering like, what credit card do I want to apply for next? So, what credit card really has a good rewards? And y'all, I really kind of feel like I missed out on the American Express Gold Card, because they had 90,000 reward bonus points. But see, y'all know I'm not really into an annual fee. And since that one has a $200 annual fee on it, I was just like, I don't know. Well, really, I was like, am I really in a rush to, apply for a new credit card? But, when it had that 90,000 bonus rewards, and then with the 4% rewards for dining and groceries, I think I estimated that that would almost be, what was it, like $1,900 or so that I would get for the first year? Let me see. Right now, so this is good, because when I had looked at this the other day, they only had 60,000 membership reward points on the American Express Gold Card, and now it has 75. But see, the thing is, it had 90,000 back in December. So I'm just like, man, I kind of missed out on that one. But I'm not for sure 100% if I want to apply for the American Express Gold Card. So I don't know. But let's take a look at this one, this credit card. Let's see what perks. So even if we take a look at the American Express Gold Card, some of the other perks that this credit card has outside of either, the points, the 4 times the points, even on this American Express Gold Card, they have $120 in dining credit and $120 in Uber Eats. So that's $240. Now, for myself, that's what I say with credit cards. You really have to determine for your categories, what are you spending? And then for me, I'm not really using Uber as much, and the restaurants that they have on here. So I can't necessarily say that this $240 would be beneficial to me, but there are a lot of other perks for this credit card. So let's take a look. So here, let me share my screen again. So right here, this credit card has no foreign transaction fees. And that is really good, because let's say you're doing international travel and things like that. You don't want to have a 1, 2, or 3% transaction fee to have to use your credit card. So having this no transaction fee on the credit cards, that is another really good perk for using your credit card outside of points and cashback. And then I missed this one up here where it's stating the hotel collection. So right here is stating you could get $100 experience credit during your stay of a 2-night minimum. So a 2-night minimum is required for this hotel collections. Also, they have the baggage insurance plan. So this is really good, because I believe, was it in December when, I don't know if it was Southwest or Delta, when they were losing luggage. So right here, you can get travel more comfortably, knowing that you can cover the costs for lost, damage, or stolen baggage. And so this can be up to $1,250 for a carry-on, and $500 for a check bag. So that is pretty good. If you have your baggage is lost, damaged, or stolen, that's really good. So these are some really good perks outside of cashback or points. Also, you have the car rental loss and damage. So, when you're going on vacation and let's say you want to rent a car, you don't necessarily have to get the insurance through, let's say, if you do an enterprise or Hertz, you can get if you pay with your credit card, then you'll be able to, if something happens, you'll get a certain amount of, let's see, insurance for that. So I think that that's good. So let's see for the shopping and entertainment. So yeah, so I think that those are some really good perks outside of cashback and points. And let's see for Navy Federal credit cards. So even for Navy Federal, they have no foreign transaction fees, which is really good. Also, they have zero liability policy for unauthorized transactions and fraud notifications. And so I think that that is a really good perk of using your credit cards, especially let's say we're using our credit cards online and even in the store and at the gas pump, because I don't know how sometimes they ended up getting your credit, not necessarily your credit card or your debit card numbers. I don't know how they do it, so I can't just necessarily say online, but to be able to have these fraud protections is really good, because let's say if something was to happen, you don't want it to mess up, like your regular money. If it's on your credit card, at least you'll still be able to have your regular money. And then with the credit card company, of course, they're going to investigate to be able to determine, okay, what happened. And so I would say for myself, the fraud protection is going to be number one in making sure that if something happens, you can just call them up, let them know, and then they'll be able to put the money back. Now, I can say that even depending on the bank or credit union that you're with, you're going to still have some protections in that, but you do want to make sure that you're checking your accounts and things like that. But I know for myself, even when I was using my debit card and it happened to me, I didn't have any problems being able to get the money back. And let's say with the Navy Federal, and I know that there are some other credit cards, but y'all know I was telling y'all that I had ended up doing my TSA PreCheck, and I believe that was last week. So last Tuesday, I had went and applied for my TSA PreCheck, and I already got my application was reviewed and approved, and so I already now have my TSA PreCheck. And so that is really good. So let's say for the Navy Federal flagship, you get $100 statement credit, well, up to $100 statement credit for the global entry or the TSA PreCheck. So I ended up getting a TSA PreCheck, and I believe it was only maybe like $78 or $80, and I used my credit card, so I should be getting a credit for that. So let's see who we have in the chat. So what's going on, IYBL? How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining the chat. And you will have to let me know, because I know last time when we were on the live stream, I know you were talking about some of the Chase credit cards, but I believe you were talking about some of the Chase business credit cards. But if you, and I know you have other MasterCards, if I'm not making a mistake. So if your credit cards did not have cashback or points, would you still use credit cards, or would you, not use your credit cards anymore? What's up, Ty? She said, I hope this doesn't happen. Ty, I hope this does not happen either. I don't know. I would say the probability, especially, I would not foresee this happening anytime this year because y'all know, some of those bills take a minute to pass anyway. So I am hoping that this doesn't pass because this actually came down in July of 2022. And, now we're in 2023. So I'm going to have to keep my eye on this to see if it's going to happen. But I don't think it'll happen. Let's see. Charles said, hey, I have a question. When it comes to credit card utilization to improve and boost your credit score, do you think it's better to leave 10% or less or pay the balance in full? Wow, I think that's a great question. So, what I would say, what I do the 2 and 7%. So I'll rotate it each month, 2 or 7%. But let's say when you go on Experian, it's going to say if you want to be a high achiever, you really want to leave 7% or lower on your credit cards and also not leave balances on more than 3 of your credit cards. But if you want to increase your credit score fast, the fastest way for you to do this, which is great, is to tackle your utilization. But for our credit card utilization, that's going to be 30% of our credit score. So they usually typically say to have 30% or less on your, reporting for your credit utilization. So, let's say if it's maxed out or 50%, I would say the lower that you can get it, the better. But I would definitely say, if you can only do 10%, it's still good because how you can really take a look at this, you can do this per credit card and plus you can do this overall. Because look, there was this one time when I had first got the Chase Sapphire preferred credit card last year. And so I was using the credit card, and you know how, like, let's say the first statement, I could not, it's like I would go on there and I was like, okay, when is it going to come down for me to have to pay it? And I didn't see it. And then next thing I know, it ended up reporting like 30% of that credit card, 30% utilization. But you know what? With my utilization over all of my credit cards, it was still 1%. So I would usually say you still want to have on each credit card less than 30%. But then you can also look at it for all of your credit cards, for all your credit card utilization. So I would say less than 10% is probably going to be the best. Okay, let's see. Ty said, especially with inflation, yeah, we need to save as much money as we can. I agree because that's what I was just saying a little bit earlier. I believe last year for all of my credit card, reward points, and even when I had applied for credit cards, I believe I had earned about 2,500 if I'm not making a mistake. That's how much I had earned for my credit card reward points last year. And then the year before that, I had earned maybe like 1,200 on my credit card reward points. So, what I'm doing is I'm saving all of my credit card reward points because I want to take me a trip. And I said that I was going to do it for 2022, but I did not. But I did. I actually booked it because I was going to Puerto Rico. I actually did book it through Chase because that's where a lot of my points are with Chase. And then I canceled it. So I still have the points. And so probably this year, I don't know, because me and my sister, we were already talking about what we were going to do for our birthday, if we were going to travel or not. And then in February, I'm going to be going to San Francisco. And so that's going to be cool. And so just trying to think of some other things to do. And so usually with my credit card reward points, I usually don't use them. I usually kind of hold off on them sometimes, especially for 2022, since I wanted to use them to go on a trip. But we'll have to see. But before that, I'll use my points to get, like headphones, gift cards, and, different things. because I like to, since I have Apple Music and things that come off of my Apple, I don't like to put my credit card on there. So I'll buy iTunes gift cards to load it. So sometimes I would use my points to load my Apple card. So let's see. Um While I don't support taking away any rewards, I do support small businesses with ATMs. I own and operate ATMs and install them in local businesses that might not. Oh, okay. That's really cool. I think that is really good that you have an ATM business. Like, do you have a YouTube channel where you talk about this? So I think that that is very interesting. And also, let's see, you can always find better deals on American Express. Yes. Yeah. So I'll try that, to go into incognito and see if I can get that 90,000 points. But I'm just like, I don't know. I still don't know if I want to, but I'm going to be looking at some different credit cards because two people, so one person had made a comment on one of my other videos and they were talking about the Verizon credit card. And another friend of mine, she was telling me about that credit card as well. And then I could use that because I have Verizon to pay my bill off every month. So I was like, possibly I could see that. So yes, here let's see if anybody else has taken the poll on the community tab. Let's see right now. So it is 58% yes and 42% no. But what we're talking about are some different things that, if let's say if they were to take away the credit card reward, the cashback or the points, your credit card has a lot of other perks associated with the credit card. So we already talked about fraud protection, and we also talked about the, let's say if you're renting a car, so the protections in that, and for your luggage as well. And then also some of the credit cards, let's say like the Navy Federal Flagship, they have the where you can do the global entry and the TSA PreCheck. So that's really good. And not having any foreign transaction fees. So there are a lot of different perks that you could tally those up and then see like how much is that worth if you had to pay out of your pocket for it. And that's really, how you can consider it. So I think that that's really good. What else? Let's see. You are so welcome. Let's see. Ty said, I'll be mad. Let's see. I'll be mad because I really, let's see. I'll be mad because I'm really into using credit cards for everyday purchases. Yes, so that you can get the rewards and cash back. I know. And see, that's what I'm saying, because I don't want it to happen because I use my credit cards for everything. I hardly ever use my debit card. So yes, I am one of those people that want to use and get the perks so that you can go on trips and things like that, or get the cash back, or do whatever it is that you want to do, with the money. So I'm all for it. So I'm definitely hoping that that's not going to happen, because I love to be able to get the credit card reward points. So, we'll really have to see about it. Oh, I didn't even take a look at on this article, I didn't even look at, I just was scrolling down because I saw this article yesterday. No, today. I saw this article today. And so I just scrolled down and somebody says, but I'm sure this will upset folks who manufacture spend to maximize their credit card sign-on bonuses. And I was kind of thinking about this because I'm just like, I bet that's why, I'm not, because it's really the government is trying to create this bill, not necessarily the credit card companies. And so, especially like somebody like me, if I open up 3 credit cards in a year, and then but I'm not gonna manufacture spending. So I would say that's kind of different for me because let's say when I'm getting credit cards, I'm not gonna try to manufacture spending because really, if you do that, you're really gonna overspend. So I like to try to one, see what kind of perks does that credit card have. And so we had talked about the American Express Gold Card. Right now they have 75,000 points, but for the minimum spend, you have to spend $4,000, I believe, within 3 months. And so, I'm not really $4,000 is pretty much my max. But you know how sometimes American Express will have to where you can get like a $4,000 or $5,000 minimum spend, but sometimes they'll make it be like 6 months. And so that's not too bad. But see, what I'll do is I will, take a look at my budget and see how much my spending is. And also, I'll look to see, even if I'm going to be traveling or doing something like that, am I going to be making any big ticket items so that I don't have to necessarily manufacture spending, but it's going to be within my natural spending so that, I'm not overspending and just doing it. Yeah, that's what Ty said. So Ty said, yeah, planning on getting a card around big purchases and yeah, so that's going to make it worth it right there if you can kind of time it that way. But I know sometimes it's funny, y'all, because it's like sometimes the one time when I had did the 2 credit cards, so I opened up 2 credit cards in one day, pretty much like 2 minutes behind each other. And I think that probably ended up being 4,000 or more. It was probably 4,000 or more in to where I had to get the minimum spend because I feel like with the cash rewards card, I don't know if it was 2 or 3,000, and then the American Express, it was maybe 3,000. So that was like 5,000. And then so when it get down to the crunch like that, I'll be like, oh, if my sister's here, I'll be like, can I put it on my credit card? Or I might say something to my dad or my mom to put it on the credit card, but you got to give me the money. You got to give me the money if I swipe my card. And so, but usually that doesn't happen too often. But, if it get down to the crunch, then I might do it. Or if it gets down to like the real crunch, sometimes I'll use plastic to where I will, let's say, pay my mortgage or something like that with my credit card because, those are going to be more, those expenses are a little bit more than, let's say, my everyday expenses. And I can do it that way. But I'll tell you for sure, especially with Chase, when I had got the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, oh, you could not do any, let's say when I had went to plastic, I was not able to do that because they had it to where really you can only do like $100 purchases. So sometimes the credit card companies, they get really, really savvy in making sure that you can't do that. So that one did work out in my favor. So yeah. But I think we'll definitely have to see what's gonna happen, but I don't really think that it's going to happen soon. But let me know, what do y'all think? Let's see. What else did I have on here to talk about? Or do you guys have anything that y'all want to talk about? Let me see. Today in the mail, I got a offer from Chase. Let me see. Because I think the IHG Premier has where you can get 140,000 bonus points. So I had got, I believe, let me see. Maybe it's not over here. I got one for the Southwest credit card. Let me see. And then I had got another for the Chase IHG. Yes. So I had got one for the Chase Southwest Rapid Rewards. Here, let me share my screen. Ooh, but see, that one has, let me see. But I think, yeah, so it's 80,000 bonus points for this Chase Rapid Rewards. But see, the only thing is, this one has a $5,000 minimum spend for the first 3 months, and it has a $199 annual fee. And so I didn't really like this one, but oh yeah, it's over there, so I can't get it. Yep, 80,000. But you see right here, even this one has the global entry or the TSA PreCheck, free credit of $100 every 4 years. And then see how you can see no foreign transaction fees, travel and purchase protections. Yeah, so I think that, baggage delay insurance, lost luggage reimbursement, extended warranty protection. So here are a lot of different perks for your credit card outside. So right here for this purchase protection, it says cover your new purchases for 120 days against damage or theft up to $10,000 per claim and $50,000 per account. So that's pretty good. Let me see. Also, they had, let me see, it was the IHG Premier credit card. And let me see. Yeah, this one right here. So for this IHG Premier credit card, you can get 140,000 bonus points if you spend $3,000 within the first 3 months, and they have a $99 annual fee on it. And this is really good because I believe when I got it, it was 160,000 bonus points. So that is several nights, depending upon which hotel that you go to. Because we stayed at the Hotel Indigo in downtown Nashville, and it was pretty nice. That was a pretty nice hotel. And then you have the Holiday Inn, you have the Intercontinental. So yeah, they have some nice hotels. And so let me see. You can get 5 times the points on travel, dining, and gas stations, and then 3 times the points on everything else. But I'm still kind of deciding if I want to keep this credit card, and I'm thinking about maybe downgrading this one since I'm not really using it as much. So I'm gonna definitely decide because I don't want to have to pay another $99 annual fee. I might look at getting the ISG Traveler, and so you get 3 times the points on dining, utilities, and streaming and gas, and then 2 times the points on everything else. But I wouldn't get the point. I wouldn't get any of the points, but at least this one doesn't have an annual fee on it. So I don't know. I might consider it. Let's see. Ty said, I feel like it would probably hurt the credit card companies too, because they might have less people getting new credit cards. And I think that that is a really good point. Because they know pretty much that that's why people want to get credit cards, because they want to get the cash back, the traveling, and things like that. And another perk is, especially let's say with the American Express, let's say like the platinum credit cards, to be able to get into different lounges and even anything, even though I'm not one to, because I usually don't go to the lounges and different things because I usually fly Southwest, and so I used to fly American all the time, but I fly Southwest, and so I'm not going into any of the lounges and things like that. But let's see. You definitely probably wouldn't want the American. I know that's right. Would not want it with that one while paying those annual fees. But then we would have to take a look at, let's go over here to the American Express and see, let's say with the platinum credit card. Here, let me share my screen with y'all. Let's see. Okay, so let's take a look at the Platinum credit card. So with the Platinum credit card, right now you can get 100,000 membership reward points if you spend $6,000 within 6 months. So that's not too bad, but it has a $695 annual fee. And so you get a $200 hotel credit, $240 digital entertainment credit. So already that's $440. Wow, you get a $155 Walmart credit. So that is what, that's like $600. And then you get, what is this? Yeah, the lounges, the global lounges. And then you get a $200 airline fee, a $200 Uber cash. And then this is a $300 Equinox. So this must be some kind of fitness club. So I don't know. Then you get $100 shop with Saks, because Saks Fifth Avenue, they have a lot of stuff. And then you're automatic. Well, you get 5 times the points, but then if they would take that away, so I don't know, Ty. Now I'm kind of looking at this. I actually like the American Express Platinum. Now they have a lot of rewards on the American Express Platinum. Y'all, I cannot even believe I'm saying this. Wow. I never really looked at the Platinum. $695 annual fee, but you get way more than $600. So this is, let's see, starting now, you can get over $1,500 in platinum value for wherever you're going next. Wow. So I'm really liking this Platinum credit card. So then if you got over $1,500, not including the 100,000 bonus points in 1 year, you could really get a lot of perks. Let me see. What did Ty say? Ty say, do these credit card counts as reward for the... I don't think so. Because see, the bill, it was saying more so cash back and points. And so that's why I wanted to take a look at what are some of the other values that the credit cards have, but it doesn't really go into a lot of detail. And so that's why I wanted to look at some of the other things besides like like the 100,000 membership reward points, and then maybe the 5 times the points. But all of these other rewards, that is really good. This is really good. But even though I say this is good, y'all, I don't know now, because I don't even want to pay like a little $250 annual fee. But I would have to really see, because especially $240 on digital entertainment credit. So what is this? Oh, wow. So you would be able to get Audible, Disney Plus, when then the Disney bundle, that's going to include ESPN, Hulu, Peacock, Sirius, the New York Times. So this would be really good. But see, right now, I have Disney Plus, ESPN, and Hulu. I have those through my Verizon. But see, like I pay for Sirius, but I only pay like $75 a year or $72 a year. But this is pretty good, because a lot of people have so many different of these streamings. So to be able to get $240, like that's pretty good. And then while I don't really shop at Walmart, $155 at Walmart Plus credit. So Walmart Plus members enjoy shopping perks both online and in the store. Use your Platinum card to pay for a monthly Walmart Plus. So I guess it's $12.95 a month. That's pretty good. And then right here, let me see. Yeah, Ty says, yeah, seems like a coupon card. Wow. And then right here you have the $200 in Uber cash. So that's going to be the ride and the dining, $15 a month, and then a $20 bonus in December. So, but I still don't know for myself. So for myself, I don't know that the Uber Eats would benefit me, but maybe like the Walmart, even though I don't really shop in my Walmart, but I would if I was to get $155 credit and then a $200 airline fee credit. So get up to $200 per calendar year in statement credits when incidental travel fees on qualifying airlines. Hmm. Wow. Okay. I kind of like that. Hmm. That is really good. So yeah, but we're gonna have to see. But y'all have to let me know, what credit cards are y'all thinking about applying for 2023? So I'm really maybe gonna be looking at the Verizon credit card. So I'm gonna be looking at the Verizon card, and I'm gonna be taking a look at let me see, Verizon credit card. Let's take a look at it really quick, and then I'll probably get off of here in a bit. But y'all let me know, what credit cards are y'all going to be looking into? Okay, so for the Verizon credit card, okay, earn Verizon dollars for the things that you do the most. Use them at our store, on travel, or to shop for your favorite brands. Oh, so you get 4% on groceries and gas, 3% on dining, 2% on Verizon purchases, and 1% on everything else. Built only for our wireless customers. So I guess right now you would get $100 statement credit. Hmm. How do I earn? Let's see. Yeah. I don't know. This Verizon card looks pretty good. And then I guess you can just use your perks towards your bill. And that's pretty good because my Verizon bill is about $114. No, I think $104 a month on my Verizon bill. Yeah, so I'm gonna look into this Verizon credit card. Yeah. But let me know, what credit cards are y'all looking into getting this year? So that one I'm looking at getting, and I can't think of any other credit cards. I was yeah, so right now I'm looking at the Verizon credit card, possibly. We'll see. Yeah. So all right, y'all. I just wanted to come on here really quick to see what was y'all's thoughts on, what if this bill passes and they take away the credit card cash back or rewards or points? What if you guys would still use credit cards? And 56% of people said they would stop using credit cards if the cashback or points were taken away. 44% of people said that they would still use credit cards. And so we talked about several of the other rewards or perks, I would say, several of the other perks with credit cards. So you have the, let's say, car rental insurance, you have the fraud protection, you have the TSA PreCheck on some credit cards, and there are a lot of different perks. So I think that I would definitely be devastated if they took away the credit card cashback or points. But I think I would still use my credit card because, especially for the fraud protection and some of the other perks. So that's what I think. But let me know what you think in the comments. And I definitely appreciate y'all for joining tonight. But go over to my community tab and take the poll and let me know if you would stop using credit cards if they took away the points and the cash back. Let me know in the comments. But I hope that y'all have a good rest of the night, and I will see y'all in the next video. Have a good one.